When we last left our... What the fuck are you guys this week? I don't know. I usually have something for this. I wanted to say smugglers, but that doesn't make that much sense. When we last left our when we last left our spelunkers, Azrael,
DrShockLocke,
the human wizard, bitch,
where?
Torment, the
tiefling druid, but not
tiefling
really,
druid,
played
but...
by Rocket Sphere 8.
Thanks, bud. Ash, the Kalishtar warlock.
Weird Arcade 1.
And Vordt Vigo, the Goliath paladin. They were collecting supplies for the city. Upon finishing their collections, they decided to investigate the slips of paper that came with their sacks of gold from Malchus the All-Consuming, who has sent them on a journey north to acquire a hammer formerly belonging to the god and former rival of his, Inesis, from the Necrum Brotherhood's territory. He gave them some slips of paper, try to help them get started alongside their gold. After looking into the name the hole in the wall, they discovered a quite literal hole in the wall bar, I guess, run by the demon whose name I literally just closed again. The demon Regilik.
Yeah,
Thank you. The demon Regilik, who gave them the location of a meeting place with two members of the Tinguskini, a group of fiendish smugglers who have been moving less than savory supplies between the Necrum's Brotherhood and the people of Inopinalum. Our party, information in tow, returned to the... I never gave it a name. Damn. To the lodgings, where Torment had another experience with Destro Magnus, along with Azrael. After confronting the two of them, Azrael finished adding a new spell to his spellbook, and Torment went for a walk, during which he met another member of the Assimilation Compact who began to explain the terrible truths of this faction that the group have been, well, assimilated into, for lack of a better term. In that, while it does have its benefits and incredible physical vitality to come with it, going against the will of Malchus doesn't normally end well. However, the group has a sort of odd exception in their lack of inhibitors. Choosing to seize this opportunity to rise up against the Assimilation Compact, Torment rejoined the party with a fresh and renewed will to carry out his deeds. So let us rejoin you. It is the next morning. It is the next morning in Inopinalum. The sun's just starting to shine through the window, but it's still pretty early in the morning. I rolled a die, and Vordt, you are the first one to wake up as the darkness is disturbed. So it must be daytime. And you get up. What do you do?
Yeah.
I finally decided to count how much gold I have left in my bag.
Have you not... Did you spend any money from a...
Yes.
You did?
At the bar.
You know you need to keep track of your gold, right, bud?
I do, but I never know how much I actually got.
Oh, I thought we told... Did I never tell you?
You never told me.
Such an asshole. You got 560 gold pieces.
60, let me do some quick math.
Yes.
2 plus 2 is 4 minus 1, that's 3. Thanks.
Very fun.
Yep, sun is peeking through the window. You know that you have a meeting place. What you did not receive was a meeting time.
while the others wake up.
All of your gear is accounted for. Let's see who the next party member of yours to wake up would be. Nope, already rolled a 4. That's Torment. It's getting warm under your blanket. That means daytime.
And Torment sort of like tries his best to crack his neck, which is stiffer than usual, and oh, what time is it?
Can you roll me a d20 real quick, Torment? Just a d20.
Ah, shit.
Roll 1d20.
Finger slipped earlier, I guess, and that should be it. 2.
Okay, let me roll something myself. Take 2 psychic damage as you feel this weird, like, pulsing go through your mind as you crack your neck.
Oh, god damn it. Alright.
Owie. That's one neck.
James,
Yeah.
just double checking. My advanced alchemist tools came with an alchemist book, right?
Yes, they did.
Okay, just double
You
checking.
bought the advanced set, of course it is. I think the standard set came with one as well, but it was like a standard book. You have the advanced book. Mind me to ban you guys from the chat channels. Give me. All right. So, let me roll the die. Torment, you're up. Is there anything you want to do before your teammates wake up? Vordt is checking over his gear and counting his money.
Torment did not eat a lot yesterday. He's gonna make up for that lost time, so he is exiting out of the room and getting himself a big fucking breakfast.
All right. Do you want to get it in the dining area of the lodging, or do you want to go out?
So long as Torment can somehow get his hands on fruit, breakfast sausage, and pancakes, he doesn't care where he has to go.
All you have to do is go downstairs.
Then he's gonna do that.
All right. There are a few other people wearing the Assimilation Compact sigil on their clothing who are eating alongside you. A lot of the usual, not emotionless, but extremely muted expressions on faces. You haven't been here that long, and it's disturbing, but it's slowly starting to sink in, which disturbs you more.
Torment's just gonna mutter to himself while he's eating. He's not gonna do it the entire time, but just as he's sort of like scanning him, just like, they'll be free soon. They'll be free soon if I have anything to say about it. But fuck, these are good! And then immediately just starts digging into everything.
All right, there's pancakes, there's sausage, there's a shitload of fruit. There is bacon on bacon on bacon. There's bacon that you like feel like is so good it must have been like pulled from other bacon to be dubbed the Alpha Bacon. Leader of its clan for generations until you've eaten it.
In regards to the meta, I am determined to out-eat Rin in bacon.
Don't you dare! You
I
can't
will!
Meanwhile, on Oversight, which I'm DMing now for some reason, Rin feels like compelled, like she's like been challenged somewhere.
I gotta eat
Somewhere
more.
deep in like the far cosmos, all of a sudden Rin just feels like, why do I have the sudden urge to win a contest I don't even know I'm in?
Gemsex walks out. He just sees Rin like feasting on. It's like I didn't think they served breakfast. I'm going back to bed.
Rin pauses. I feel like I'm being attacked.
Torment, I feel like I'm attacking something and winning.
Excuse you, not winning. Excuse
Oh,
you.
God.
Hey.
No.
DM and DM.
No.
You're a
That's
player.
literally fucking John and I, like, taking Rin like a tennis ball and just rallying her between our campaigns.
Hey, Rihanna. Hey, Rihanna. Take the L.
Oh my God.
That was great. All right, I'm satisfied for now. Torment satisfied for now.
All right. That means 50-50 toss. Whoop. The winner is Azrael. You wake up next.
Morning.
Is that the face you make when you wake up?
Sure.
Chat. All right, then for audio listeners, he wakes up, eyes like bulging out of his head, tongue fully extended, and like clamped down on by his upper
Oh,
teeth.
that wasn't fully extended.
Oh God, there's so many things I want to say, but we're streaming. Edit that out. Wish I had timestamp set up to make this easier. I'm gonna say again. No. Azrael, you're awake, my boy. Torment is gone, nowhere to be seen, and Vort's just casually checking his armor. Big bag of money.
I'm going to look into my spell book and see that there are 2 random new spells in there. I forgot to add spells when I leveled up.
There are, and you're not sure who wrote them. All there is this weird note that says, "Think you forgot these." AC.
AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to roll a general knowledge check so you can figure out who the hell sent that to you?
Yeah.
All right.
For a bit of context, is Vordt in the same room as all of
13.
us?
Yes, he is in the same room as you. You all have like you all have beds in there.
Okay, and
That's
he woke
wisdom,
up
not
first.
knowledge, but I'll let you have that one just because it's high enough and makes sense. Assimilation Compact.
Ah, yes.
You know, that faction
So-
you joined that seemed to have this weird, presence everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, incomplete spellbook. They wanted to help you with that.
Ooh.
You're just like, ooh, gifts. Gordon, this faction gets better every minute.
They gave me Identify and Dark Vision. I'll need that later.
There you go. And you're up. Your book is good.
Vordt.
Yes.
I have a very serious question for you.
What is it?
How strong are you?
I consider myself quite strong.
Do you think you could lift me?
I could try.
I'm riding you into battle later. Azrael walks out of the room.
What are you, Rin?
No, I'm not.
After
'Cause
another
I'm not
few
asking, I'm demanding.
After another few minutes, Drury William wakes up, sees that your companions are gone, and Vordt is already, like, dressed.
And Rin is still sleeping.
Ash is sleeping.
He's gonna, like,
Rin.
grab the hair on your head, Ash, and just start shaking it violently.
Ash is gonna immediately open her eyes and just go to reach for her knife that is at her side.
He just
Okay.
flies up into the air.
Drury, you know you can't do that.
I can when you've slept too late.
I've slept too late. What time is it?
Adventure time.
By this time, yeah, Vordt was the early riser of this group today. For you, it's like close to like 10ish. Torment's had time to like eat his full breakfast. About 15-ish minutes ago was when Azrael woke up, had some time to check his spells, and bolted.
He's going to the meetup point, by the way.
Oh, he's just gone. Like he's not even in the building anymore. Oh God, does that mean that you have the only copy of the directions?
Oh god.
No, I thought Torment did.
Torment wasn't
Or not
there to
Torment.
receive them.
I
mean, not
wasn't
Torment,
there.
mean
I got
Vordt.
Torment
Sorry.
got pissed off and walked away, and I'm pretty sure he also just punched some old dude in the face out of just sheer anger.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
You
you did.
absolutely like reared back and decked a butler in the face.
Yeah, so I think I have the only copy of the directions.
Yeah, so you guys have no directions.
Why would you?
Good evening, sir. How might I help you in the assimilation? Oh, my face!
How's your assimilation? God! Don't talk to me like that! Why do you talk to me like this, sir?
Azrael, as he's walking, being a scholar and wanting to test shit out, is walking through this crowd and he goes, Dextro, they don't have directions. Can you give them this? After Azrael studies it and holds it out to the side as he's still walking.
There is no response.
Oh,
Please.
Roll a persuasion check.
You know you have a hawk.
Oh, I fully know. Oh, damn, that's a 5. No, that's a 3.
That's a
That's a
3, dude.
Oh my God.
Your persuasion skills.
There is,
dice
there
roll
is
wasn't even
no
a 5.
response. You're just standing in the street holding out a note card.
The loss. And continues walking.
The hawk on your shoulder says, "Excellent decision, sir." As you just walk off. Oh, man. So, at this time, everybody's starting to clear out. They're ending the breakfast service. Torment, you've been down here for 3.5 hours eating.
I had to make up for the 6 hours I didn't eat yesterday.
Yeah.
I still haven't made up in full.
There's an odd pleasantness to the fact that nobody batted an eye at the way you were eating the entire time.
I'm not gonna get used to that feeling.
Yeah, at this time, the butler that you punched in the face, now with an eye patch, walks into the fucking cafeteria and says, "I've been told to alert you that your fellow enforcers have awoken. He just vomits up his tongue. And then you hear like a weird noise coming from his mouth. And then he says, "They await you in your room." And he leaves.
Torment has seen way worse shit come out of another person's mouth, so seeing a tongue just fall out is like, unfortunately, nothing.
Oh,
And
the
he
tongue
realizes
is
that the
no
fact he's
longer.
associated is nothing.
Yeah, the tongue is no longer there, by the way.
Ah, okay, that's a little weird.
Yeah, there's like a
Torment,
weird stain, and that's it.
He's just gonna give like a quick little nod and start making his way back up to his, I guess, hotel room?
It's more like a big suite.
Yeah, sure, his
Yeah, you don't
suite.
have like a master suite. Like, there's no bathroom or anything like that. But it's like, you know, nice sitting area, a bunch of beds, storage area. So yeah, you arrive back at the room, the suite. You walk in and you see Drury Williams harassing Ash to get dressed as she is scolding him that she wants to go back to sleep, as he is like trying to force her to put her outfit on. Vordt is like staring silently at the corner, hoping that it ends soon, as he is fully dressed and would like to leave.
Oh, for Christ's sake, get out of bed, you damn child!
Not a child, by the way. Drury, I can get dressed myself.
Then actually
Finally-
get dressed, and he like throws like your outfit on you.
fine. She just puts it back on, and then puts the other, and then she gets up. Are we ready to go? Good guys. Where's? Oh, his name's not on the top. But Magical
Where's
Man.
Azrael?
That's the name.
You already walked out.
Any idea where?
At this moment,
want
cue
me to find him?
Azrael walking down the street to the Bee Gees staying alive.
Do you want me to
Biggest
find him?
shit-eating grin.
Hey, I'm playing my alignment. Fuck off.
Hey Drury, can you go find him for me? Cause he's the one with the directions.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to take off and try to fly through the window, noticing it is closed, and then he's going to turn back. Somebody open this?
Ash is gonna walk over, open the window.
Did he hit the window?
No, your hawk would have. Jury is too smart for that. Like, he started, like, he was, like, loading up to go. It's like, wait a minute.
I was
Hold
about
on.
to say, did he splint the window more?
Oh yeah,
That has been
I busted
fixed, by
that
the way.
window.
Yeah, that window is fixed.
Damn it!
You guys don't remember anybody entering your room to fix it, though. It's just fixed.
I still have my glass shard, right?
You still do have a glass shard, but it does not look the same.
Huh.
It's rotting. It was really gelatin all along. This is all just food.
I'll ask more about that later.
It's all cake.
It's all cake.
The cake is a lie.
Everything's cake.
This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success.
Thank you.
While Ash is waiting for Drury, she's just gonna sit down and open a little notebook and start reading it.
All right, pop your notebook open. Vordt, at this point, you leave the corner as as the unsightly things have gone away. That can be taken so many ways. Chat, have fun.
Oh my god. So why did Azrael just leave? Did he say anything to you guys?
He didn't say anything to me.
He told me he was going to run into that community.
He's right behind you.
Ash is gonna turn around and be like, "Do you have any way of walking into a place normally?"
Have you ever tried this? You saw me on the ship. You know I know how doors work.
Seems like you don't.
No, it seems like you've never done this. Don't worry. Once you accomplish some tasks and you gain access to piloting, you'll understand doors are an inferior construct.
But they're made there to knock, so you.
I
just don't
know, and you can decide not to. It's great.
But what if I was still naked and you just walked in?
That would have been absolutely devastating for me, personally.
Yeah, that's why doors exist.
I know, it's also why... Just hold that thought. No, he said nothing to me. Going to have Master remove that sight from my imagination now.
Do you have the directions then?
Burned.
Directions to where?
Where we're supposed to meet?
Well, who did you end up speaking to that gave you directions?
Ash is gonna frown and then see her contemplate for a little bit, and then a smile comes back in her face. Oh, you know, the demon hole.
Ah, so you went with the demons. Interesting, interesting. Yes, I actually didn't expect you to do that with your disposition. Figured the orcs might be a more entertaining travel companion, but you continue to surprise me. Yes, if that's the case and you've lost those instructions, then... Let me see what I can do. And he steps back through the wall.
Hey, Torment, you said you're gonna stab him, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Make sure that happens soon and I'm there.
Stay alive and you'll get to see how his story ends.
Fine by me. Nasa's gonna just go back to her notebook.
Azrael, you're walking through the street, and out of nowhere, you feel something land on the shoulder opposite your hawk. It's Drury.
Did I give you permission to touch me?
He's just angry scowl. Angry dragon face.
Did I give you permission to touch me?
He just turns and gestures in the direction of the lodgings.
Azrael studies the directions very carefully. Here you go.
He takes them from you and then takes off like a bat out of hell back in that direction. Shortly thereafter, guys, Drury arrives with the instructions in his mouth.
Oh, look at that. We didn't need Destro.
At that moment, Destro walks in with another copy of the instructions and
Get out!
sees Drury and goes, "Perfect," and then just drops it and leaves.
Well, at least we wasted this time.
You got out?
And then you hear in the back of your mind, Torment, am I truly out, though?
Get out.
No further voices. So you guys have a copy of the instructions? Or the directions?
2 copies.
2 copies, actually.
2 copies. Jury, you're good at directions, right? You can lead us.
He puts them slowly back in his mouth, shooting you the most angsty, "Come on, I just got these for you."
Torment's taking the other copy.
And the other copy is with Torment.
So off we go then. And
All right.
Ash is gonna leave the room.
Guys walk for about an hour. To the point where you're pretty sure you leave the city 2 different times. And then find out, no, this is just a weird, massive, like, reserve. That's kind of weird. A lot of crops here. Like, a lot of farmland, but it's, like, really tightly walled in. Like, you feel like they're like, all right, exit to the city, farmland everywhere, wall. Okay, weird, but okay. Azrael, you are the first to arrive at the meeting place.
I would hope so.
You, when I say that, I mean you're alone.
Ah.
You are alone.
Early. Might as well,
It's about noon.
I begin to ritual cast Tensor's floating disc.
Okay. 10 minutes later, you have a floating disc.
Yes, and I use it as a seat.
Okay. About 15 minutes after that, you hear some shuffling going on in the brush behind the meeting spot. The meeting spot is pretty simple. It's about a mile and a half outside of Inopinalum. There's like a busted up wagon. Not like a kid's wagon, but not like a fancy cart either. It looks like a farmer's wagon for hauling goods that has just been beaten to shit. Like, it got mauled by a pack of werewolves, maybe a couple angry demons, something, maybe a bear. Like, it's just destroyed. There's some very disturbed dirt, but it doesn't look all that new. About a mile and a half outside the city. You can
No, like,
still...
from me.
Oh, from you? Where is the wagon?
Yeah.
You're standing about maybe 2 feet from it. Well, not standing. Sitting on your disc, which you've kind of put against the wagon so that you had shade.
Okay.
And there's also some disturbed ground, but it looks like this is an area that has been traveled since this incident, so it clearly isn't new. But there's like a lot of brush, like heavy bushes, you know, encompassing the area in the opposite direction of the city. As you start to get into the vegetation to the north. You know, it's not super heavy yet, but you can see it, like, past where you are. There's some trees, then it gets, like, there's a little forest going on, then it's, oh, damn! Like, you know, but you can see the point of, oh, damn, through everything thin to your point.
So what time is it right now?
It's about 1:30 noon.
1:30 noon?
1:30 noon. And you're hearing some shuffling going on behind you.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
You have mage armor.
And I'm going to stand up, look towards the shuffling, and say, "Whatever you are, whoever you are, come out with your hands up," as I hold my hand outward.
The shuffling continues, then finally you see two small hands in black armor just kind of slowly, casually raise up out of the bush. And you just hear, "It's alright. Just keep your pants on, kid." And out steps, in heavy leather armor. Like, it's not necessarily heavy armor, but it looks like this has been really, like, heavily padded to fit a small creature. Is a black scaled kobold.
Oh,
With
so
a jet black dyed leather armor, 2 large weapons and scabbards on his back, and a very oddly enough pitch black dragon skull over his head.
are you the contact?
I don't know. You hear getting contacts with some shit.
What other contacts you got?
He says, "Buddy, look at me. You think I got fucking contacts?"
Yes.
Alright, I do. Can't wear glasses on this fucking helmet. It's too big. And he kind of like tilts his head so you can see like through the eye hole, and you see like a pitch black shiny surface reflecting back at you.
Nice contacts.
Yeah, no, they're pretty fucking good. Yeah, you hear from Reg
Yeah, I'm here
down in the fucking hole.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and you got that disc there. What you got? What?
Where you gotta get scanned?
Yeah, the fucking hole there. Yeah. You got scanned?
Yeah, it's scanned.
You got scanned, alright. Alright. And he just kind of leans up against a tree and just kind of stands there, watching you.
My friend should be here soon. I sit back down on the disc.
It is about this time that you guys see a group of people leave the walled-in farming area and proceeding north. You recognize them, after a little bit of a walk. You guys recognize the faraway silhouettes of Vordt, Torment, and Ash. Well, you do, Azrael. Your companion here does not. And you guys back again. As soon as you exit the as soon as you exit the wall in, you kind of scan the horizon. You're like, wow, it's a lot of vegetation. Holy shit, it gets really fucking thick back there. Well, how the hell are we supposed to find a... And you kind of look over in the direction, you're like, oh. Yeah, busted up wagon. That's gotta be it. And I guess that would be Azrael. Okay. It isn't until you guys start to get close that you see a black silhouette leaning against the tree. Maybe about 10 feet from him. A little bit behind him, but not necessarily obscured by anything.
Hey, guys, this guy's got some pretty cool contacts.
He doesn't say anything.
Why did you leave without us?
Early is on time is late, and late is unacceptable.
Aren't you late to class all the time?
What'd you say? Vordt?
Go ahead.
Why did you say you're going to ride me?
Call, you gotta
Going
speak
right-
into your mic or something a little bit. It's kind of quiet.
Yeah, I can barely hear you, man.
Oh, that's right. I'm having mic problems. Sorry.
Understandable, but preface that.
So you said you were going to ride me earlier. What?
Vordt, I have no idea what you're
Oh,
talking about.
he's saying. Oh, you said you're gonna ride me earlier.
Vordt, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Deception?
No, I'm not trying to like make him double check his thinking. I'm just blatantly like, I said no such thing.
Okay.
You're talking out your ass, my dude.
So, who's your companion, Azrael?
I never asked for your name.
He has stopped talking. You've tried a couple times. He's just, you're like, I guess he's done. Like, he just has not responded to you for a while. For anybody wondering, it's about 1:30 now in the
Are
afternoon.
we supposed to go now?
Still watching you.
I mean, this is all of us.
The hell are we even doing here anyway?
You're fucking waiting. That's what you're doing.
All right. So it's been like an hour since I cast the disc.
Yeah.
The disc dissipates. I begin to cast another disc.
Wait,
10
stop
minutes
doing
later, you have another disc.
I sit down on the disc of force. Also, for your reference, it is...
Mm-hmm.
that. Okay. We're just gonna be sitting here. Ash sits on the ground, pulls out that notebook and starts petting Drury.
No, sit on the disc.
Oh, you have it? There's a second one?
No, it's
Oh.
3 feet in diameter, 1 inch
Oh,
thick.
okay, yeah.
I don't take up.
Yeah. Okay, Ash.
That's real. Chunky boy.
Ash is gonna sit on the disc then and pull out the notebook and pet Drury.
After a few minutes, after like a half hour goes by, the sun shifting in the sky. You can see some birds fly by, some animals. This guy has just remained motionless watching you. Finally, he looks over to you, Torment, and goes, "You get scanned."
What?
Did you get scanned?
What scan?
You go to the hole. You're gonna get scanned. You get scanned?
Does anybody know what the hell he's talking about?
Yeah,
He
you
did not
can
get
scan.
scanned.
No, they didn't get scanned. We gotta scan him. Shit, I don't want to scan him. He's tall. I'm not.
I'll scan him.
I don't know. Maybe. He looks at you for a few seconds, like he kind of sizes you up. He goes, all right. And he walks over and climbs up on your back.
On whose back? Azrael's or mine?
On Azrael's back.
All right. Now I walk over. And
You
give
walk over to
room.
him, and he says as he's walking over to you, Torment, he says, all right, you gotta turn around.
The hell is this for?
It's forgetting to scan, turn around.
The hell do I need a scan for?
You gotta get a scan, you gotta turn around.
You need to do it.
Torment turns around begrudgingly.
He goes, all right. And you feel some shifting going on your back, Azrael. And if anybody's watching him, except for Torment, who cannot see this, you see him reach into one of the equipment pockets on his belt, and he pulls out like a little gemstone. It's not necessarily like a pretty gemstone. It's got a kind of odd greenish color to it. And he kind of like walks out, like walking the plank style on one of your arms, Azrael, and like kind of brushes it over the back of Torment's neck. Azrael, you may roll a perception check. And anybody else who is watching him do this, Torment cannot roll, may roll a perception check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Okay.
Disadvantage if you are not named Azrael.
14.
What's up? I was fixing audio.
Perception.
Are you watching Torment get his neck scanned?
Yes.
You may roll a perception check with disadvantage.
I got an
Okay.
18.
Um, 6. We'll take that first one.
Oh my god, God. Even cheating, he just can't.
I said the first one. I didn't mean to hit it 3 times.
Chad, he rolled a 6, a 9, and a 2. It's like, you can't even say nice, because it's like, no. Ash, you notice this. Faintly, while you're kind of peering over, watching this kobold scan Torment's neck, you see something glow really brightly on his neck. And it is not the crystal. The crystal glows too. This thing that glowed on Torment's neck, the crystal glows green. The thing on Torment's neck glows a yellow that fades, like a yellowish purplish color. It kind of is like that little cross color effect going on. A little gradient in there. But not really. And he goes, alright, you go. And he gets off of you, Azrael, and walks back over to his tree and reassumes his standing position.
Hey, Torment, can you come here for a second?
I'd rather not.
Do you
I'm
want
I'd
gonna-
rather just lie down for a second. And he proceeds to lie on the ground as comfortably as he possibly can, all things considered.
I'm
Also,
gonna spend 10 minutes making an unseen servant.
And I will be right back as I need to refill my water.
And that's where that got to. Alright, so a few hours pass by. Torment
Oh,
at this point has abandoned the party to go get water.
I just said I cast an unseen servant.
Oh, you cast Unseen Servant? Alright, describe casting Unseen Servant.
So like, it's a ritual cast.
Okay. So you perform the ritual, and next to you, can you describe what you see as your Unseen Servant?
Oh, no.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, cool.
I just know it's there.
I'm giving you so many opportunities, and you're just like, nah. Alright, you feel a presence appear nearby.
Go to the thicket and make him a bed. Points to Torment.
and you feel the presence leave, and all of you guys just start hearing like just banging like against a tree.
Mhm.
And before long, you see like the tree just start to tilt, and down it goes. And then it is slowly dragged into the brush.
Dog has unseen experiment.
Before long, you hear a weird grinding noise.
What kind of tools does this guy have?
Hey man, you can't see that.
Oh fuck!
You don't know what the fuck they've got.
My soda just exploded.
Oh shit.
Alright,
Do I
so it's
ha- I
getting to
don't
be
have
about 3:30. You see a bed frame slowly emerge from the brush, and in it, like tied up and like roped off to the bed frame, is a fucking sheep. And its like legs are tied up, like it can't move, and it's like Azrael, you feel a very satisfied presence near the bed.
This poor sheep.
I'm sorry. I just. So there's just a sheep tied on this bed frame.
Yeah, where the mattress would be.
Oh my god!
Poor sheep. They
I
could've
meant,
just shaved
like,
it.
Take dead grass and stuff.
You said
like,
make a bed in this forest. The unseen servant has provided.
I swear to God.
Like a genie.
bring it over here.
You guys watch as this bed frame and the sheep starts getting shot, like motioned towards Azrael slowly. The whole time, like the sheep just.
This poor sheep.
Put it
Well,
next to
live.
Torment.
You put it where Torment was because he's currently getting water.
He's back now.
Torment, you were still muted, my dude.
Howdy.
All right, Torment,
Alright.
you return to the campsite. You've been getting some, like, you've been trying to drink an entire river, and you managed to do a number on it. It wasn't really a river; it was more of like a creek. But you were like, yeah, we can just take this one off the map.
Wait, did I drank a creek?
You tried, and you got pretty close, but you did not get the entire creek before finally you got bored and uncomfortable, and you just left.
As you
I'd
arrive
say-
back, there's a bed near where you were.
Yeah, where you were standing near Azrael, there is a wooden bed frame and a sheep hog-tied and fastened in the middle of the bed frame that is currently bleeding in agony. Like, not bleeding, but like making its noise in agony.
Azrael, what the hell is wrong with you?
This poor sheep.
Azrael, this can only be you.
I told Ramblin' Man to make you a bed.
I'm sorry, what?
You have a bed now. Be grateful.
What the hell's the deal with this sheep? You're gonna
Can I
need to repeat that, Azrael. I couldn't hear you.
That's the mattress.
His name is Twin.
Can I untie the sheep? He looks in
There's
pain.
also a heated mode. Azrael shoots a firebolt right next to the sheep. Not burning, but like off the ground next to
Oh,
the
it's
sheep.
still terrified because there is a fire right next to it that it cannot escape.
Just tough it out.
Torment, absolutely disgusted, unties the sheep and just looks at Azrael with just like disgust. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It
I
just
get it.
goes sprinting away. All right. Before too long, you hear some noises, some banging, and the sound of footsteps coming from the busted up remains of the wagon, prompting the kobold to leave his tree and go over to the wagon's door, the door that sits in the wagon's side. He reaches up his hand and knocks. And in return, he gets... And the door opens. And steps out a tiefling. It's got some robes on. Black in color. And oh yeah, I swapped these guys' outfits. He's got 2 ram horns that kind of come out of the back of his head and curl up by his ears. Dark blue skin that actually has this odd purple shine in the sunlight, in the sunset. And this dude looks like he must be begging on the streets, considering the condition of his clothes right now. Like, he looks like he's about to sit on the ground and ask you for spare change.
I'm about to cast mending on his clothes.
He holds his hands up. That won't be necessary.
So he looks like a blue version of Torment, only probably less diseased looking.
Well, I guess that depends. He looks like he's very clearly got some demonic ancestry to him. He's got, similar features that you'd expect of a kobold. He's got a tail. He has these weird, like...
I thought you said tiefling.
Yeah, he has a tiefling. I don't know why I said tail. He's got, like, these weird, like, hooked feet instead of, like, how some tieflings have goat hooves.
I mean, tieflings have tails.
Some of them do. He doesn't.
Tieflings have tails.
He's, instead of, like, the goat's hooves, he's got these weird, like, clawed feet. Very clearly, he is, like, very close to his demonic ancestor in terms of his family's lineage. And he's got those, like, huge horns. He goes, all right. Are these the, and the kobold just goes, yeah, these are the guys. He goes, all right, then. Come on, everybody. And, he goes into the wagon.
Oh, Azrael follows.
As does Torment.
Right behind.
All right. You guys get in there, and there's just... it looks like the destroyed inside of a wagon. Like, it looks like it's barely standing. But it's also bigger than it should be, considering the amount of destruction you saw on the outside. It's very uncanny. There's some overgrowth as well sprouting from the back.
So you're saying it's bigger on the inside?
May or may not be. Not by much, and it's clearly not magically expanded. It looks like they just did a very good job disguising the additions they made to it. Utilizing brush and, like, making the structures they built look like they've been broken up. And there's just a flat slab of wood in the middle of, like, the rubble. He goes, all right, everybody, get on. And the kobold is kind of, like, pushing you guys to get on it.
Wait, what are we getting on?
There's, like, a slightly, I guess let's say slightly indented piece of wood in the floor. It looks like a pressure plate. It's very obvious. Like, it's not... It doesn't match the quality of the wood on the actual wagon.
Okay. Me and the servant will get on. As well as Plataris on my shoulder.
Ash will begrudgingly get on with Drury.
How big is this pressure plate?
Big. Like, you guys are really surprised at how much room you have that you can all fit in here. The pressure plate also takes up most of the floor.
Vordt will get on the plate.
He goes, all right. And both of them, like, you see the kobold grab the clothing that the tiefling is wearing. And he goes, all right, yeah, I need this. And he grabs a torn up, it looks like an old sorcerer's robe. You know, it's very clearly not your standard wizard wear, but it looks old and beaten up. Clearly wasn't somebody power. And then the kobold's like, no. That guy. And he's pointing at you, Azrael. And he goes, like, what the hell are you talking about? He's like, bippity boppity boop, you know, that kind of shit. And he's like, oh, got it. Goes, hey, you there? Yeah, you.
Yes.
Gonna need you to turn that big guy off.
Vordt, we're gonna have to turn you off.
Yeah, very funny. Listen, magic-y man, turn off your boy.
Okay. Wait, him or points to empty space?
Points to they both point to empty space.
Okay.
Listen, all right. Once you get past the entry points, you can go fucking nuts with that shit. But going in, leaving, these are the parts that can't get fucked with. All right.
Should I turn off my mage armor as well?
Nah, actually, put more on if you can. And they, he lifts his foot and just on the pressure plate, and suddenly you guys feel the floor shift, and the light coming in from the wagon just cuts off, and it is pitch black.
Dark vision.
I cast dark vision on myself.
Torment, you can roll a Constitution check.
For what exactly?
Not a save, just a check.
Okay.
I've been not Torment. Fucking Vordt roll it.
Okay.
I've been making Vordt roll these all damn series. I shouldn't fuck that up.
Constitution, right?
A Constitution check. They have a purpose. I've been saying that the whole fucking show. Does he roll like shit? Yes, he does. All right, you feel that warmth in your chest again. And you just keep going down.
2 sessions in a row.
I feel like it's like 9 rolls in a row on that check. You just can't seem to hit it. I don't feel like I've set it too high either.
You know, just set it in like 5.
Just set it at like 3. Maybe you'll get it. Vordt, that one. So, before long, some dim light starts to enter into the wagon. I'm like, all right, we're here. The people with dark vision can see perfectly when they open up the door that was just there. You guys are underground. You look like you're in this dugout. It's not a mine shaft, but it's very clearly a pathway that serves a purpose. Not really decor. No real decor. Not necessarily a uniform shape, but the floor of it is so beaten down that you feel like people must walk it constantly.
So we're back underground, I guess.
Yes, you are. You're at the, as you'd say, the first floor of the basement of the surface world. We got a couple floors down to go, and Dopey and I are we're gonna make sure that you don't go down the wrong pathways. Don't ask what's in there. And they just start walking.
I continue to follow behind them.
Yeah, Ash is gonna follow, but she's gonna like give kind of a glare to the tiefling, but not enough to like anyone can really notice.
Can you see in the dark?
What did I do?
Not
It's
you,
it's
tiefling, the
dimly
other
lit.
tiefling.
It's dimly lit now.
The other
Okay.
tiefling.
Yeah, they've got like there are these orange crystals every few feet that are embedded in the wall, like above a dim glow.
Okay.
And in fact, the further in you go, the more frequently these appear until Ash can actually see, not perfectly, but pretty well. And you watch as you come to this opening, and there are 4 tunnels you could go through. You follow them, they go through the second one on the left, and the next one they go all the way to the right. Then the next one they actually pull up a floor panel revealing a 5th tunnel that they go in.
So what's down all the wrong paths?
Remember the thing we said about don't ask?
Yeah,
You don't ask.
but
Dobie, who
Don't
you
ask,
now know the name of
Azrael.
the kobold, just turns and says Halo 2. Just keeps walking.
wait, what do you say?
He says Halo 2 and just keeps walking.
Oh,
That's a reference to a series we're doing.
Finally used it. Yes.
I knew there would come a time.
gotta watch out for those super tackles.
Yeah, those guys are fucking rough. Just keep walking. And finally you guys get into a actually refurbished. You guys have been going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper, and then finally you get to the end of this tunnel, and there's an actual double doors there. Just embedded in the dirt and stone. We're all right. Welcome to the Tuscan... shit, that's the name of the thing. Welcome to the Tunguskany Path. And they open the door up, and there is a fucking, lounge in here. It's got 3 chairs, a coffee table. It's got a weapons rack. And then, a bunch of cabinets marked reserved by, and then a name. It's written twice, once in Infernal and once in Abyssal. Not in common at all.
I can read one of those.
Damn.
Yeah, it says reserved for, and then a name is written in that place. And then it's a lock, keeping it shut. And there are some that are open and have not been reserved. You go, all right, for a little while, it's going to be a straight path, and then when you get to the other side, you're just going to remember what we just did, and you're going to do it backwards.
Wait, backwards?
Yeah, backwards. I mean, if we were to, me and my buddy here, we're going to leave, we're going to do what we just did coming in, we're going to go backwards.
That would have been nice to know before now.
A lot of things would have been nice to know before now, kid, but, you got to know at some point. There you go.
It was the 5th tunnel.
Good thing there's a VOD for me to check later on.
Everybody looks at the hard camera. So they, the two of them, then they kind of walk off and they go to the right side from your perspective of the room, where the chairs and coffee table are, and they just go sit down. Dobie pulls out a book.
And we continue onward.
Yeah.
Ash, you want to roll perception on Dobie's book?
Ooh.
I want to roll perception on Dobie's book.
No.
Denied.
You can
Oh,
roll.
okay.
You can roll. You can go ahead and roll. It's
Oh, I'm
not
still
with
at
disadvantage.
Hold on.
Oh
I got
my
an 18.
God.
So I
That's a
got an
book.
18.
Wow, pages, 2 pieces of leather. That's a magazine.
I got an 18 even with disadvantage, so
That's
I'll take it.
That's a big pamphlet. All right, so Ash, you didn't have disadvantage. Just give it to you because it's 18 and a 21. Just give it to you.
Yeah.
For ease of sake. So, the book's name is Being a Little Guy in a Big World by Squigorku.
Hey, you like that book?
He just looks up at you and then looks back at the book.
I know the author.
He just turns the page.
Okay, well.
Ash, they don't care. Move on.
Ash, if
Okay,
you
fine.
want, since you know the name of the book, you can roll a history check.
History check?
Yeah.
Okay. God damn it, I
You
did.
disable disadvantage and roll again. I don't care if it's a 22 or a 21. I'm not giving you all of these. That's the point you must learn.
But that's a natural 20, James. That's also a natural 20.
Hey!
Fuck.
You feel your heart sink a little bit, Ash, as it occurs to you that you, before you left, let Squigorku show you all of the books that he's written. You don't recognize that one. And you live with the author. You'd know if he had another book he'd written, wouldn't you?
Guys, how long have we been gone?
Time and a half.
Ash just starts going down the tunnel with her head kind of more down.
Wait, how long have we been gone? That's a really good question. We got on the boat. We passed out on the boat. We woke up on the boat. We passed out again on the boat. We woke up in some random bedroom. We went down a hole. We came out of the hole somehow. We passed out in the bedroom again. And then we woke up and came here. So, like, 5 days?
More than 5 days. We were on the boat more than just one day. But I mean, fuck.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
You say looking at a mirror, disappointed in yourself.
Wait, how tall is the ceiling?
It fits more comfortably than you'd expect. He was having trouble in, like, the entry tunnel. Like, he was crouching. You know, his back was hurting a little bit. But now, like, in the lounge, he's good.
Okay. Why do you ask?
Because that's Gorku's book.
No, that's a magazine.
And I don't know that one.
Hey, when did that book come out?
He just looks up at you. Oh, I don't fucking know. It was a gift.
From how long ago?
Like, it was a gift. And, like, he sits back in his, like, seat for a moment, thinks about it. Got it. I don't know. Got it last month.
You said last month?
Can I roll a history check to
Last month.
try to remember what month we left?
You may.
Get that
I'm
wrong.
about to make a fucking horrible continuity error. I should have the date written down, but I know what time of year it is.
That's a 10.
Oh god, you. No, go away. Stop it. I don't know where it is now. Don't ask. Edit that out.
No.
And it all stayed in. Oh, there you are. Hold on. Got him. Mission accomplished. All right. You roll, and you just remember, like, it was in the spring. Because school had just gotten out.
Yeah.
So it must have been, and you think for a moment, like, it's the beginning of, no, it was the end of, you're like, it was sometime in fucking May. Fun fact, I created a whole calendar for this campaign, and then hated it and scrapped it.
But it's hot out.
Mom, can you plug my
Hey,
phone?
what month is it?
They both look at each other and they both look back to you. They both of them look back to you. It's July. The fuck have you been?
It's been 2 months.
How long were we out?
I don't know. I want to go home.
Once we're done this, we could go home. We have to keep moving.
Azrael begins to move forward.
The other side of the other side of the rest stop, there is a matching set of double doors to the ones you walked in.
Walk through them.
All right, I was just kind of waiting for
Yes.
that moment. You begin your descent down,
More down. Great.
more down, and you go
Actually,
down. Hmm.
Do you guys mind if we chill out at the rest stop for like an hour?
Why?
Somebody picked
up on something.
What?
Nothing.
I need to like recharge a little, if you know what I mean.
Can't you just sit on that disc thing and recharge that way?
I can't move the disc on my own. It just kind of follows me like a lost puppy.
Well, didn't you want to like hurry to get back home?
Yes. An hour isn't going to kill me.
Okay.
The
No,
loss
but
of an
it's
hour
fine.
may kill me.
Now I may not kill you, but now will certainly hurt like a bitch in my experience.
Yeah. So I open the doors back into the rest stop and I go
Those
in
two
and
guys
sit
are
down.
gone.
Okay.
It is empty.
He leave his book there.
No, he did not.
God damn it.
Minor conjuration. Here you go.
It's a picture of it's a magazine.
What is this?
It's the book you saw.
That's a magazine.
Yes. For some reason you called it a book.
It is a book.
But the thing is, magazines have flexible.
Yeah, you
Gee.
unfold the pamphlet because magazines are pamphlets in this world.
Gorgorku
They're
only
leather
writes
bound
books.
pamphlets. They're very nice.
Gorgorku only writes books.
He could have been an entrepreneur.
Maybe.
We've been
But thank
gone
you.
for 2 months.
You're right. Thank you. She's gonna take it anyway and sit down kind of more far away from everyone and just continue reading that like small little notebook that seems very damaged and burned.
All right. So if any of you guys want to do something during the rest period, you need to describe it now. Otherwise, you guys get a short rest.
Yes. A burst of magical energy hits Azrael midway through, or closer towards the end, rather. And he's like enveloped in like blue glowing wisps. And he goes, "That's better."
Guys, he's blue and it's gone.
Oh, Ash is gonna have one thing.
Go on.
She's gonna be talking to Drury, and she's gonna say, "Hey, Drury, do you know whenever your master's gonna not be mad at you and allow you to act how you used to?"
Excuse you, act how you used to? What? What are you on about?
Well,
Sorry for eavesdropping, by the way, but
it's okay. Jerry used to be a lot more like someone I knew, and now he's listens to everything I say, and doesn't talk back as much after something happens.
You get but this entire time, Azrael and Ash, Drury's head has been like, eyes wide open, just 1,000-yard stare forward at the wall. And his head just starts
This a lot.
his head starts twitching for a moment, then he goes, I don't recall ever being any difference.
He does this a lot.
Azrael points to Ash and goes, I could fix him if you really wish.
How can you fix him?
Magic. And just like fucking messes with flames in his hands because control flames is a cantrip I have.
Well, if you could do it, I'll let you. Just don't hurt him too much. He already went through enough.
I won't hurt him too much. Azrael rips out a piece of paper out of his book
Mm-hmm.
and begins to write on it, but secret from everyone. He
Jerry's
folds,
gonna fucking die.
he folds it up and says, Drury, can you eat this?
No, I'm not gonna eat a piece of paper for you.
He can't speak. I have to speak for him.
He just says that. He just says that like you hear him say that. He's like, no. And like he looks at you. He's like, no.
But if it's not, what is that?
It's just a little magical pamphlet that should help him.
Jerry, eat the paper.
And he's just like, like you see him just like he snatches it out of your hand. Azrael's and like finally he just forces it down.
Poor boy in paper.
And like you hear him like sounding off at your head, and I was just like, that was disgusting. No, I don't know. This is not going to become a thing. I'm not going to let this become a thing.
Points to Vordt. Hey, Vordt.
Yes, what is it?
I'm gonna do a thing. You may need to restrain Ash in a second here.
Why?
Just
What are you doing?
you can't hear this.
Oh.
He's pointing. He's casting message. You gotta remember,
Oh, okay.
audio podcast. Damn you, Doc.
I did. I said he points at Vordt.
You're right. He did say
Yeah,
he points
I
over.
didn't hear that. That was my B.
Yeah.
I will walk behind Ash.
I should just look around her shoulder.
There's Vordt. With a
Vordt,
very
what are you
concerned
doing?
look on his face.
Lord, what are you doing?
Don't mind me, just standing here.
Azrael will look at Drury and go, and look back over at Ash and go, I'm just gonna cast a simple spell that should fix him. Holds out his hand.
Drury's eyes like shrink. And he just slows.
Burn in hell flame! Scorching ray. So
Roll to
that's
hit.
gonna be. Yep.
Unless, Ash, you want to command Drury to take the attack.
I'm not doing that. He's not taking shit.
I believe.
I'll take the attack for him, but he's not. I'm taking
No,
I don't think
him.
you're not getting in between that, sadly.
Damn it.
What's his AC so I can know what I
I'm
need?
grabbing my note for his AC because I actually didn't think you were gonna be able to fucking do this. Oh my god. He just goes, just ducks out of the way. This giant burst of fire shoots over the top of him.
Just let it happen! Damn it!
He's like, no, no, no! He just starts like running towards you, Ash. It's hard.
Stop moving!
And as he like dives to get back to you, Ash, like you put your hands out to catch him. Whoosh! He just caught up in just a beam of fire. And all that's left of him is a stain on the wall of the fucking village. Oh no, that doesn't. Oh wait, you didn't do enough damage. He's just fucking like burned to a crisp up against the wall, like twitching a little.
And now that he's pinned, magic missile.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
That's just an auto hit.
Yeah, roll damage 3 times. Oh
That's
my
9 extra
god.
damage.
Oh my
Is
god.
Vordt holding me down by this point? Or
Yeah,
is he not?
he's just fucking like the missiles. The first one like hits him, and you just see like a bloom of blood start spurting out of him, and like in your head, Ash, you hear, "You're letting him do this again. This wasn't my fault." And like then the next one hits him, and you see more blood come out, and he's just like, "Master, please."
Wait, Vordt is actually holding me back at this point, right?
No.
No?
I'm not going.
Oh,
like
then
that.
she's gonna fucking hold her hand out and use one second. Hold on.
If you're trying to use shield, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
No. She's gonna use Eldritch Blast on what's it called? Azrael.
I don't think he ended his turn yet, so the attacks hit anyway.
No, there is a space in between me casting Scorching Ray and Magic Missile.
Oh, then you get to
So
fire. Then you get to fire an Eldritch Blast after
Yeah.
the Scorching Ray.
You can attempt to fire an Eldritch Blast after the Scorching Ray.
If you miss, the attack resolves.
Fuck.
The attack resolves.
I currently have a 16 AC.
20.
20.
And after the last one, you say blank on the ground. He's like, I did nothing to deserve this. And then as he says this, he just explodes as the final one hits him, and you see Doc like this plume of like evil looking black smoke that has lightning coming out of it comes out of him and then dissipates.
Azrael, what the hell is wrong with you?
I've returned it to its sender with a note.
I want you to roll me a d20, Azrael.
Just a D20.
Just a d20.
That's an 18.
Okay. You lucky bastard. You hear a voice in your head, Ash. What is this? And you hear in the back of your mind like this wet sound.
She's not even going to respond. She's literally just in a daze, just staring at the wall where he was, and just like just in shock. Doesn't even respond. Like can't even process anything.
I gave you a second chance to handle one of my belongings. I give this one to you for 2 months.
Would you shut up?
And this is what I'm finding on my desk?
If you want to know, she finally responds. It was Azrael again.
I'm well aware of who put an end to this creature's life both times. But when I leave you in charge of my property, and you hear like the devilish swell in his voice, like full like the Simpsons episode where Flanders embraces being Satan for that moment. You are responsible for its safe return to me. And this is the condition I find it in a second time!
You can punish me. I deserve it. I don't deserve anything.
Your punishment will be swift, decisive, and mine to decide. Continue your assignment, and do not damage my property again, advertently or inadvertently. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Good. The voice fades.
My baby. Ash is gonna immediately get up and just leave. Start walking down the tunnel.
Vordt will follow behind her.
You're muted.
You mean
Azrael will get up and follow behind Vordt.
Where are you guys walking in the direction of right now? You're just in the lounge.
I'm going towards the doors. Like she's walking fast towards the doors.
The doors to go back or the doors to go in?
Go in.
Okay.
Torment's following.
All right. You guys thrust open the doors and you descend into the Tunguskini path. You see more of those orange lit crystals. As you go in, you start seeing them appear numerously. The guys with dark vision, the dark vision active at least, it starts to kind of like fade in a little bit. Like you're in the transition point between, you know, light vision and dark vision, for lack of better terminology. Vordt, you kind of feel like the faintest sense of that warmth back in you. But it's weird. It feels like, you know, that warmth should be there, and yet something about this place feels like cold and foreign to you, and it's weird and you don't like it.
Oh yeah, Vordt, you're gonna need these at some point. Hands him the 2 potions of dark vision.
Thank you.
And in you go. So, let me pull up my notes here. What time we've got. All right. After about 30 minutes, you guys start noticing broken bottle pieces, you know, shards laying in the ground. You guys start noticing animal tracks, or what look like animal tracks, in addition to the footprints. You guys notice the occasional blood stain in the dirt. You keep going deeper. You keep going deeper. The lights above you start to, you know, become less and less frequent and less common. And finally, you guys see a sign come up. Do any of you? No, I know that somebody does. This one is in Abyssal.
3 of us do, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know, Abyssal.
I know I don't.
I don't either.
Okay, never
Oh, 2 of us do.
All right. The 2 of you can read the sign. It just says, it has some weird, like, symbols on the outside, and in the center in Abyssal, it just reads, "Mind the Gap." Azrael, you may roll a knowledge history check.
9.
Who the fuck is this guy? You just keep going. I understand that language. I feel proud. And you just keep going. Keep going. And finally, after a little while, it gets back to that one crystal every, like, maybe 15 feet. You barely make it from one to the other. Dark vision is kicked in for everybody who has it actively. For you two, you're starting to have a hard time seeing. And you guys are also starting to hear a weird humming noise in the walls. Would anybody like to roll perception?
I'll do it.
You've got a few things you can see. There's the scraps in the ground. There is the sound in the walls, and there is strange markings. So
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Torment, do you want to put it towards sound, sight, or specific markings?
Wait, wouldn't specific markings fall under the category of sight?
You're right, they would. So sound or sight? Go sound or sight.
Sight.
Okay.
Sight. Dark vision is one of my strong suits, so I might as well stick with it.
I said a DC roll, a special condition for this. You know what? I said it was a nat 20, but that's actually like unreasonable for what this is. So we'll say you hit it with a dirty 20.
Right.
You recognize the powder in the dirt. This is not dirt. These are drugs.
You said drugs?
These are drugs.
Hey, Azrael. Got any experience with chemistry?
Yeah, for the most part.
You might want to check this out. He, like, sprinkles a little bit into Azrael's hand. Whatever you do, don't sniff it.
Well,
Don't sniff
I wasn't
it.
going to. I'm not an idiot.
All right.
You can't
Azrael
see like the
will-
giant grin on my face.
I'll look at it right now. Yeah. So Azrael's gonna take his backpack off, pull out the frame for the chemistry set and like a few bottles of it,
Okay.
and just like some basic chemistry tools, like some hydrochloric acid and stuff like that, and just start like trying to see if it reacts with something, trying to figure out what it is. What do you want me to roll for that?
You can take a nature or a history with advantage, your choice.
I will take nature.
But you said it was drugs, right?
Yep.
Then
Drugs can be
if
natural.
my knowledge as a DM is correct, it would either be nature or it would be medicine.
All right, that's fair. So medicine or nature. With
Taking
advantage, your
nature
choice.
plus 6. Nature plus 6. 18.
Ooh, this is a sample of Rishki. It is a drug that is actually imported from the abyss.
Interesting.
It is known as a very powerful psychedelic. So much so that you need to roll a con save.
Oh.
Unless you're wearing gloves. You wearing gloves?
Nope.
Okay, roll con save.
14.
You make it. You're fine. You're like, oh, let me just mess with this. Oh, this is my. I'm touching this with my bare hands. Oh no!
Did a pair of gloves come with my alchemy set?
Yes.
Okay.
You did not put the gloves on.
Azrael will now put the gloves on.
You put the gloves on.
After that first call.
Now,
So,
DM.
If you guys want to make a survival check, you can try to get a sample of Rishki. What was your question, Torment?
Never mind.
No, you
7.
don't.
Really?
No. He gets a sample. I'm just saying that you get a sample. I'm just saying that no, Torment doesn't have to roll the con save. I imagine, like, knowing Torment, that he was probably like, oh, this is weird powder. I don't touch it with my skin. No.
Also, Infernal Constitution.
Yeah, and Infernal Constitution. He's not getting high.
Resistance
Unless
to
he
poison.
wants to get high.
Unless I directly, like, just snort it up my nose, then nah.
Yeah,
He's
you're-
not going to.
You're fine. You're not getting a contact high from this stuff, although that's possible. That's really strong.
How do you spell it?
Rishki?
Yeah.
That is Rishki.
Okay. Got anything else, or can I put this away?
Do I have anything else from that dirty 20 perception, or was that it?
You see that particular powder. You also see very clearly disturbed ground that has been busted up. There was an altercation regarding a drug trade. It went south. And then something else came in and disposed of the meat. There are no skeletons here, but this is clearly drug trade gone wrong. Where are the bodies?
And who's the third party?
Thought occurs. If we find anyone that, I guess for lack of a better term, is hostile, I could always throw it at them and firebolt it in the air, causing it to go up their nostrils.
Yeah, but do we really want enemies hopped up on psychedelics?
Yes.
Aside from the idea that it would be fun, Azrael,
Yes.
if they're barely coherent, we can't get information out of them.
No. But if they're barely coherent, we can beat them till they're senseless. Because they're already senseless anyways. Which means we would just have to wait for the little bit of drugs that are in their system to wear off. And while that's wearing off, we can tie them up.
Are you sure that's not going to enrage them?
What's the drug going to do? Enhance their strength? The DM will not remember this. The DM will not remember it.
The DM is writing something in his notes about abyssal drugs.
You and your big mouth.
No, I'm not that mean. I already have description and effects for Risky, but lot of abyssal drugs.
Oh,
Says the professor who studies at the college.
Look, fraternities get weird, man.
I just imagine Azrael's the professor who sneaks into the fraternities because they got the good shit.
So nothing else for me to check out.
Sees Rishki. Oh, my daughter was conceived on this. Weird night. Weird night. Did I tell you I'm married to an elf? Weird night. Edit that out.
Please.
This is why you watch the live edition.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm unbelievably proud of the reaction I got from Rihanna on that, as she has to contemplate that now.
Azrael is, since it's used, is going to dump the hydrochloric acid in the corner.
Oh my god.
Safe.
There's a weird fizzing noise now in the dirt.
Shit happens.
How loud is it?
Increasingly audible by the second.
Azrael, what the hell did you just do?
Nothing.
Don't
Azrael,
you
make a dexterity saving throw.
All of us are just him.
Just him.
11.
You make it, but you watch as the ground erupts from behind him and just fucking knocks him on his ass. He does not hard enough to take any damage, but enough that he does indeed look like a jackass.
You jackass.
Hold on here. That gives me an idea. I'll keep workshopping it for a while. Let's move on.
Actually, wait, hold on. Never mind. Yeah, let's go.
All right, so you guys walk for about 20 minutes, and then finally the light is gone. Vordt, you may make a Constitution check as that warmth starts to come back.
Come on, Vordt. Come on, Vordt.
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh wow, right on cue.
18!
My boy.
You don't.
All
make
he needed was party support and a countdown.
You feel the warmth radiating through your body the deeper and deeper and deeper you go until finally you feel it in, like, your eyes start to, like, burn. It's so warm. And out of nowhere, the rest of the party, Vordt passes out.
Oh, God.
Vordt, you gray out and suddenly are just in a pitch black area.
Where am I?
Should I give him the drugs?
You hear a voice. I believe it was this one I was using for them. Oh, Jesus. Why is that background effect on? There we go.
Safe, my child.
What's going on?
What's going on is that you are afraid to open your eyes. You must dig deep, as I felt you trying to do. Feel the connection you have to this place, to me, and open them.
And you open your eyes, and you can see.
You see Azrael hovering over you with the bag of drugs in his hands.
You can see perfectly in the pitch black. It's very strange. But that warm feeling in your eyes doesn't so much feel like it's burning anymore, but more so that it's like coming through your eyes and cascading onto the area around you. And then you can see kind of its reflection back. James, did you just describe how light works? Yeah, shut up!
Azrael, get that bag of whatever the hell it is away from me.
I never put it away. It's just been in my hand. Sorry.
Why are you hovering over me with it?
Because you kind of collapsed. And I wanted to make sure you were okay. You ever just walk around your kitchen and forget that you have a spatula in your hand? Yeah. Azrael will put the bag of drugs away in his bag.
So, Kaw, you have unlocked an ability which is a feature of being a worshipper of Bikaxian.
Okay.
Yeah. I will explain like the total mechanics to you later, but you have unlocked an ability known as Bikaxian's Blind Sight.
Okay. That's cool.
You currently have Dark Vision equipped.
I look at Azrael, and I hand him back the night vision. Yeah, I'm just gonna say night vision. I won't need these anymore.
Okay. If you say so. Azrael will take it back. Both of them?
Yes.
Okay. Ash, do you want so you can see?
Ash has literally been staring at the wall this entire encounter. Like, she's just not.
It's pitch
she's
black.
like muttering to her. Yeah, she's just muttering to herself, but she's just staring at the wall.
Ash,
kind
there
of
are
like-
ghosties everywhere, and they look big and angry and scary.
No, she's not doing well. You can kind of see tears falling down her
And
face, but no expression on her face at all.
like all of them look like they want to hurt you.
Great. Fucking great.
Are you okay?
Sorry, what did you say, Call?
Ash, are you okay?
She doesn't respond at all. She's kind of looking around a little bit now, like her eyes are moving, but none of the rest of her body. She's just kind of waiting for you guys to move. To move.
Ash, I understand. But you need to understand that sometimes things are born, they live, and then they stop. Forever. Not Drury, though. Drury's gonna be back.
I'm gonna unarmed strike Azrael.
Roll to hit.
22.
Vordt
Yeah.
punch.
Yeah.
You connect.
Him.
4.
Vordt punch hard.
Bastard. I've
Ash
stated
is
I'm,
gonna- Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
I stated I was smart, not charismatic.
You
Ash
roll?
is just gonna move on. She doesn't care. She's starting to walk now.
Azrael, you could learn some sympathy. I will follow behind Ash.
I will follow behind Vordt. Keeping my distance.
All right. So you guys walk for about, we'll say like another hour. It's not another hour. I'll give you another 20 minutes, just knowing something that I know. 20 minutes actually would be better for you guys. Yeah. All right. And suddenly, I want all of you to roll a perception check. And all of you can roll this straight up.
19.
21.
Eight. 18.
You guys hear something moving in the walls.
Including me?
No. Azrael, you hear nothing. The other three, you all hear something moving in the walls.
Did not mean to roll that.
Oh no! Vordt punch! When the fuck is Kaw gonna roll a natural 20 again?
All of a sudden, Azrael gets punched in the face. And, why? You know what you did.
Wait, hold up. Yep, Azrael.
4 plus 0. Vordt just punches the wall. Sound bad, Vordt punch! The barbarian instinct takes over. Yeah, you guys hear stuff moving in the walls.
Ash is still concentrating on those scary ass fucking ghosts. Like she's kind of phased, but she's more scared of the fucking ghost.
The noise in the wall is getting... oh, and for Torment, the noise in the wall is louder now. That humming.
Hell is that?
Ash is gonna walk faster.
A tunnel.
Before long, you guys start to see spikes. You start seeing stalactites and stalagmites forming you know, like coming out like in your vision on the ground, not forming, like they're not just dripping out of the ceiling.
They're coming into view.
Yeah, they're coming into view, and the noise keeps getting louder and louder and louder.
Everyone's
still
stopping
not noticing.
for a moment.
Fun fact: did you know that stalactites and stalagmites are formed by the minerals drying in a?
Shut up and stop moving for a moment, everyone.
That's gonna stop.
What?
Torment wants to listen to hear if that noise is coming closer or if it's staying the same.
The noise is getting closer.
All right, everyone, get down and hide somewhere. Duck into the stalactites if you have to.
Vordt attempts to hide.
Everybody roll stealth.
Oh god
Oh.
damn. Okay. I don't know how of my
Call
stuff.
out here.
2.
And that one, you mean?
12.
No, 2. That one doesn't apply to stealth checks, but I rolled it 2.
11. Yeah, my stealth's not the best. Oh wait, hold on. What's it called? She's gonna cast invisibility.
Oh, then you roll that with advantage. Roll that again.
Okay.
Just roll
There's
another
a
one.
roll for that if
just-
you're invisible?
Just roll another one.
Okay.
Yes.
You can still make sounds when you're invisible.
Yeah, you can still be like shaking and making noise.
Fair.
And John, in my campaign, nat 20s and nat 1s do apply on ability checks. You can super fail.
Oh, you're really...
21.
Oh, you're doing that?
I'm not the first one who did. I'm not the last one who will either.
So, I
So
got
let's roll
21.
some percenty boys and see how big oofy this is.
Ah, shit.
It is, where are these two? There we go. Okay, that's not bad. You rolled a 59 on severity,
Alright.
which is
10 plus
leaning. It's leaning on the high side of average. So you're kind of like not really finding a good place to like cramp yourself in. You know, and you're like, fuck, damn it, like, no, I did, fuck, and trying to wedge yourself in around the stalagmites, and it's nothing like, you can fucking see me like, and finally, like, as the humming continues to escalate, finally, it goes silent, and then you hear footsteps.
Bees!
And 2 lights appear. And they're like, for the people with dark vision right now, it's just fucking blinding. It's like, oh my Jesus, God, turn them off. Oh God. Like, you just got, like, there were no lights on, and now there are high beams, and this is bad. And it is 2 orcs wearing light armor. Let's see what they roll to see you guys. Alright, that one does that, and that one... Okay, well the first one they see is Torment, who is like, you know, wedged in a corner, and then like quickly like they just start darting around. And they eventually see the other 3 of you pretty
They can't see me.
Yeah. All right. One of them, Ash, you aren't detected at all, but eventually Azrael is found not long after, and then one of them is like, all right, those 2. And like you clearly see, like, they're just kind of like trying to scope you guys out. Like, they're not approaching at all, they're just kind of scoping you out. Like, that's one. That one. That's another right there. That's another right there. And then, like, you know, and they're saying this in orchestra. It's like, and then finally, you know, like, they're like, all right, I think we got them all. And then one turns and is like, and he points over at you, Vordt. And they nod. And They slowly approach. Their weapons aren't actually drawn. But, you know, they're approaching, and one of them, in broken common, steps forward and says, "You with the demons? You Tuskengini?" And that is where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So, there you go. Finally, we're into these tunnels.
Oh.
I don't appreciate those iPhone jokes at all now. That hurts now.
You guys been throwing iPhone jokes in the Discord that I haven't been reading?
Wait, what?
No, you guys, after stream, whatever, one time, you guys muted my headphones so I couldn't hear.
Oh.
And then you guys put it back and was like,
You mean like this?
Yeah.
no, it was, they muted so I couldn't hear. And then they were talking.
That
And then when they
You mean
unmuted-
like
Yeah, like
this?
that. There we go.
And then they unmuted me and they were talking about iPhones. And now I know why.
You
Now
told
I have
her?
a.
What is wrong with you guys?
Not on.
Hey, don't look at me.
I think that was Isaiah.
Yeah, look at that dude with the shit-eating grin.
Why would you tell her that? That was hysterical when it was a secret.
I thought she had a right to know.
Yeah. Remember the entire time when she was deafened and I was saying, yeah, just, you know. So everybody, thank you for watching the VOD, and post-show coming up, so for everybody watching the stream, hope you all stick around. Everybody, I'm sorry for the late uploads this week. I started uploading them last week, and then my power went out. Forgot they never finished. Whoopsie! I will get back on that. My bad. So yeah, for everybody here at the Fragmentation, this is Joke65.
DrShockLocke.
Rockosphere 8.
Cost661.
And Weird Arcade 1.
And we will see you guys all next time. Feel free to check out the previous episodes over at youtube.com/joke65reviews. Follow us on, join our Discord for fantastic chat interactions, as well as updates for stream times and fun games like Find That Reference and more. Until next time, this has been Joke65 signing off. Bye, dudes.